Hello, everybody. This is Malik Davis from HE609 Real Talk Wrestling Podcast and Nerd Squad Podcast. Uh, we here at Real Talk are very saddened to hear the passing of Chester Bennington. Uh, it was found out that he committed suicide, and I honestly I didn't want to look into too much details in it because I was on my way to work, so it's very sad to hear. If you don't know him, he's a head lead singer for Linkin Park. Uh, I was introduced to him when I was looking up Star Wars video game, and one of his songs was playing called "Crawling," and after that song, it was just I just enjoyed the band. It's very sorry if I don't want to sound. It's very sad to hear someone and suicide, and it's really tough to actually say and hear this. He was 41. He was really he's young, so uh, our prayers are to his family and his friends. We hope everybody they're okay, and we at Real Talk are really sad to hear this. And does anybody else want to take it for a while?
I just want to say on behalf of Real Talk and behalf of myself, I just want to extend to everyone that if you need someone, you need to go get some help. National Suicide Prevention Line for the United States, 1-800-273-8255, 24 hours a day. They're trained to help you. Just please seek help.
Thank you, Hunter. Luigi, John, do you want to?
Go ahead, John. Well, I just wanted to say, if you are going through troubles, don't be afraid to reach out to someone, even if it's a complete stranger. Because as someone who suffers through depression and stuff myself, of course, I have the brothers here at Real Talk to talk to and everything, but there has been times where even a random stranger on the street has made the difference in just turning my whole day around. So even if you think someone doesn't want to listen to you, there is always someone who will actually listen to you.
Well, I've never been like the biggest like fanboy of Linkin Park, but I've always enjoyed their music. That was actually one of my mother's favorite bands. So she introduced them to me, and it's very, very unsettling to know that suicide has taken another one, because throughout our lifetime, there's been countless of icons and idols and people who have taken their lives because of any reason, and this is just another example of you never ever know what someone is going through. Like, you can hang out with them, you can be with them and talk with them, but unless they tell you and unless it shows, which most of the time it doesn't, you don't know what someone's going through, and that's the bad thing. And I can tell y'all from experience that I have taught. I like to put others in front of me, because I like to make my friends and my family happy before I make myself happy, because that's what makes me happy. On a very, very personal level, I've talked 4 of my friends, former or current, out of taking their lives, and what Hunter said, the suicide prevention line. I mean, people are here to help. You might not think that they would want to help you, but they will, because that's what they want to do. That's what they have. all 4 times I was not prepared. At least the first few times I was not prepared to deal with something like that. But me being me, I adapted very quickly, and I did the absolute best. And I can tell you that I was successful in every single one. Just because I never knew what they were going through until they told me, and then it just came out of nowhere. So I don't want to keep babbling on. If you need someone to talk to, everyone's here for you. Anyone is here for you. I'd like to send my condolences to his wife and his 6 kids, and his band members and his friends and his colleagues, anyone who knew him personally, anybody who adored him, anyone who idolized him, anyone who looked up to him. He was a great guy and amazing artist. So may he rest in peace, and that's all I gotta say.
And with that being said, we're very sad to hear about the passing. If there's anybody who wants to make jokes about it, get a quick laugh out of it, please, and this is the first time I'm gonna say it, just turn off the video. Just don't watch this, because I don't think it's funny how people wants to make jokes about a serious situation in a moment like this. So, with that being said, we at Real Talk, we are very sad about this. We wish the best for the family, the fans, and his fans, and to make sure we don't forget the memory. We will always cherish Lincoln Park, the Chester Bennington, and we will honor his memory. We'll give him the 10 seconds of respect. There will be no talking. We'll just, after the 10 seconds, we will go back to being all brothers and family, joking around, and we will do our best to entertain you and each other. And with that being said, Chester Bennington, let the 10 seconds, the moment of silence begin. Real Talk Wrestling Podcast is sponsored by Family Guy. Why? You'll find out why. You're missing the point if you don't understand why. But you'll find out why tonight.
And if you're missing the point, you go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker.
Because he's not like most takers.
You're damn right. I was waiting for someone to do it.
He's not like most takers.
So, this was not something that, as of 38 minutes ago, kind of news. It looks like the Boogeyman might be returning to WWE.
Oh, God, okay.
He just tweeted out, "Coming to get you," and then posted a picture of him. It says, "Raw or SmackDown, I'm on my way."
Okay, well, we getting Shelton Benjamin back and the Boogeyman? Bruh, 2008, bruh. 2008, no, 2006, 2007.
I'm gonna say 7,
I don't want the Boogeyman back. I want Hornswoggle and Little Boogeyman back.
Little Boogie.
I want Mini Tista and Mini Taker and Mini Kane.
Mini Kali was Mini Kali, who had better wrestling ability than Great Kali.
Mini Kali.
There was no Mini Kali.
Not in that Battle Royal. Oh, there was another one. There was 2.
Yeah, there was another.
One on SmackDown, one on Raw. Yeah, because there was a Mini Kennedy.
I don't care what people think. Best WWE match ever. We'll see.
Dude, that was seriously a fun match. Mini Rey Mysterio. Oh, Mini Rey Mysterio. Oh wait, no, that's just regular Rey Mysterio.
I think the best part was the mini commentators.
Dude, the whole DLC thing was just... That's what everyone thought that match was going to be absolutely horrid, and then it ends up stealing the show. Greatest pre-show match of all time, I would say.
I wouldn't say it stole the show because of skill. It stole the show because of how funny it was.
It stole the pre-show.
It is the best pre-show of all time, I think.
Yeah.
Don't forget Austin Aries.
Oh yeah, the one who looks like freaking. He looks like he's.
We don't mention him. That's not Austin Aries. That's not him. I don't know who that. That's some. You know, pothead.
He looks like a pothead.
And speaking of potheads, Hunter, what's Jeff Jarrett news today?
Oh, good lord. So, yeah, definitely pothead, but because new stipulation to all Global Force contracts, Jeff Jarrett and Global Force get 10% of all your independent dates, and you get no money from any merchandise sales.
That's stupid. That's how you know that they're broke.
That's how you know they don't know how to run a company. Who's going to want to sign there?
Apparently everyone.
Anybody from WWE?
Nobody, really. Everybody's fucking leaving. You haven't noticed.
Well, yeah, Shane Helms left.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the same reason I stopped watching the Hardy situation.
That's why the Hurricane left, because it was unprofessional that they wanted to keep the broken gimmick.
Oh yeah, because Shane is like very close with the Hardy.
It's so weird saying Shane, because I confuse Shane with Shane McMahon. So I'm gonna call him Gregory Helms.
That's what I never call him Shane. I just say Gregory.
Speaking of Shane, John.
Oh yeah,
see, we connect the dots.
I think it was yesterday, if I remember correctly. Shane McMahon helicopter. A couple of days ago, yeah. So Shane McMahon's helicopter ended up crashing into the ocean. Thankfully, him and the pilot that was piloting the helicopter were okay. So, bit of a scare there. I'm curious if they mentioned it on next week's Raw, but just figured I'd throw that in there. Well, it's Shane McMahon, so I'm pretty sure they'll mention it on Raw too. So he is a McMahon after all.
So I'm glad that your brother is okay, Luigi. Mario the pilot survived.
His name was Mario.
Not even kidding.
You got jokes, huh?
I do.
Actually, your show's a joke.
Oh, Booty Down Live? Yeah.
No, Raw's Prodigy.
That's your show.
Now, something I want to see get mentioned, though.
Okay, so who's Yoshi then?
Rusev comments about saying, next time you better answer my video call requests. You see what happens to you, Shane.
Yeah, I think, whatchamacallit, Rusev was a savage there. You know, because Rusev is always a savage.
Now have, like, supernatural powers where he just causes accidents.
Why can't Rusev be WWE champion? I think this guy...
he should have already been WWE champion.
Honestly, if Rusev is very funny on Twitter and stuff, if we could see that character with his gimmick, I honestly think Rusev will be a JBL title run. Not a CM Punk run, but a good 9-month run as a WWE champion.
Oh, here's what the tweet quote says. When you don't respond to my video messages, you land in the ocean. Shane McMahon.
Also, speaking of tweets or anything, or, claims, Ryback is very vocal about weird situations that happen that concern WWE. So he said... Yeah, no. He said that he was supposed to be the one to jump out of the helicopter to save Shane McMahon. He also claims that he was supposed to be the one to face Triple H at Mania and not Sting. He was also claimed to actually be the son of Kurt Angle. And he also claimed that he was the one who did the sex tapes with Paige. And also Ryback claims that he was the lover of Kurt Angle. Who made
Ryback does everything.
Yeah, Ryback, he
invented her helicopter rescues.
You know what's funny? Jericho invented everything. Ryback invented Jericho.
Huh?
Whoa, you're right.
What?
Oh yeah, another thing I want to bring up.
Oh wait, John. Before you do it, Luigi, you don't get the Jericho invented everything joke?
I'm very confused at the moment.
Okay, Hunter, you know how to explain it?
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Jerry was like, I made you, and okay, someone else do it because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Alright, okay, basically.
So I think. Go ahead, Malik.
No, wait, you know how to explain it better, or because I'm just going.
Well, I mean, if you already have something to say, that's fine. But...
No, I was going to explain the Jericho inventing joke to Luigi because he didn't get it.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Basically.
Go ahead.
Am I going or are you going?
No, I stopped for you.
Alright, so basically, I can't remember what year it was, but there was a time in Jericho's gimmick, of course you, of all people, should know this being the Jericho fan that you are. He had this whole thing to where he went around claiming that he was the one who invented pretty much everything. And, like, I invented this submission hold, I invented Cena kicking out at 2, shit like that. Yeah, so basically the joke is Jericho invented everything, but Ryback invented Chris Jericho.
Oh, now I get it. Fuck Ryback.
Yeah, you could say Luigi was missing the point.
Do I have to go one-on-one with The Undertaker?
You got it in a tag team match.
Damn. Oh.
Well, it's not like most tag team matches because you gotta face 2 Undertakers apparently.
Who the fuck do I tag with?
What's cooking?
But it
doesn't matter what's cooking.
You mother.
No, hey, you get the tag with Mini Taker.
Yo, chill, bro. We gonna win, bro. We gonna win.
Alright, so another thing I wanted to bring up, we didn't really have this scheduled, but apparently Brock Lesnar is thinking about going back to UFC and maybe dropping the Universal title at SummerSlam.
Oh, is it more, John, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Alright. I just looked at it. Apparently the UFC people are claiming that that's false rumors. The actual rumor is that Brock wants to leave after Mania next year. Like, after this coming Mania, he wants to leave. That's the current rumor.
Well, he's under contract till then, so it really didn't matter if he didn't.
But still, I always thought that he said that he was done with UFC.
Brock just wants to make money.
Just like Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, Brock's not finished with them yet.
Which, I can't wait to hear John's opinion about this, because he talked about it in the chat, so it's crazy to...
I think it could have gone better, but I'll get into how I think it should have gone.
Why?
No, can I get that over?
Why?
Get that over.
Here's why.
Here's why.
Did y'all hear my hits or no? I'm curious.
I heard your.
You heard the hits? Okay, because they kind of heard it. My body is sore from the grind. And also, if you follow me on Snapchat, the Moolah vid, yeah. Probably
if y'all follow me on Snapchat, we back to the grind always.
Oh yeah. Why don't we link our Snapchats in there? I don't know. I might have to do that.
I don't know.
But anyways.
Yeah. So.
News. Luigi, you want to go first, or you want to, say the best for last?
Yeah, save the best for last.
All right. So, yeah, cause.
You want to discuss Rey Mysterio?
Well, I guess I'll discuss both of my news, and then let the main event play, so we can hear Luigi's Rage Part 2. And yes, folks, we don't have gimmicks, but Luigi's has to go into his character when it comes to Del Rio. Spoilers.
His character? I think that's just him.
Oh, that's not the Luigi I know. That's Super Luigi.
Luigi brothers.
That's Luigi. When Luigi hears something about Del Rio, he gets a little mushroom and gets boom, boom, boom. And no, he gets that little power. So like, yeah, in that rage mode.
When you get a fucking star, you don't go into rage.
I don't know. I'd call that rage. He's taking everything that's fucking
more.
All right.
Misappropriation of Super Mario.
You're a bastard.
All right, so it's clear as day that Luigi just had a poison mushroom because he's upset now. How come no one does this? No one does.
News.
Nobody does the Mario Punch. That's crazy. No one has never did that. But anyways,
it's because you suck at the games.
That's why I beat you in Mario Party.
Kingdom Hearts, he sucks at.
Right. It's pretty much everything he sucks at, especially when he picks things for our addictions.
Alright, so what's the news?
What's cooking?
Doesn't matter what the news
is. The news is we finally know what's cooking.
It doesn't matter what's cooking.
Doesn't matter what the news is.
The news is we finally know what's cooking. It's a beef patty. But anyways, apparently there are rumors that Global Force and WWE wants to sign Rey Mysterio. Not only does WWE want to sign Rey Mysterio, but WWE is desperate to get CM Punk back into the company.
Well,
why?
They have a good chance. They have a good chance at Rey Mysterio, obviously, because he's Rey Mysterio.
Here's why.
Why?
Because Rey Mysterio and WWE left on pretty rough terms. And the fact
you sure about that?
Oh yeah, you don't remember?
I disagree. Rey Mysterio said that he left on good terms.
Ended like 3 years ago, and he kept trying to leave the company, but they wouldn't let him. They just forced him to stick under contract because of the fact of him having been injured. They were holding him out for extra months. There was a whole big legal battle.
I heard he left on good terms.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, I did hear about the legal battle, but I heard that it was all cleared up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then again,
plus 3 years is a long time. You can make amends.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. Oh, well, not with CM Punk.
Oh,
that's another story.
I thought we was on Rey Mysterio.
I'm not gonna say that CM Punk won't come back. I'm just gonna say that he won't come back anytime soon.
He won't come back.
I mean,
I want him to, but
here's the thing.
There's been wrestlers who have been treated wrong before that came back.
Like Chris Hero.
Bret Hart came back.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If people want CM Punk to come back, then CM Punk has to come back to wrestle. You know how long it took for them to make amends with Bret Hart?
Well,
you know how long it took for them to make amends with the Ultimate Warrior and Bruno Sammartino?
Well, in fairness, Triple H is the one that had to get them, not Bret. I don't know about Bret, but
Triple H hates Punk.
Vince loves Punk, though. Remember?
Exactly, but here's the thing: when Vince, whenever he steps down or when he passes, Triple H is going to be in charge.
He's never going to step down.
Vince will never step down. He'll run the company as a skeleton. He'll put it in his contract that after he dies, he still owns the company.
You know what's crazy? I'm not saying that the company would be better when Vince McMahon's dead. I honestly think it would be better if Vince McMahon was to, maybe let Shane McMahon take control. I mean, good God. And
between Shane and Triple H and Stephanie, you choose Shane.
I mean, honestly, looking at it,
honestly, none of them need to be in control because the way they've been letting the writers get out of hand and shit, they all need a slap across the face.
Well,
I think
we need the Road Dog.
No, shut your mouth, Luigi. No.
Fuck you.
First of all, I was going to say Luigi. I picked Shane because I look at it as this. If I was to have a son and a daughter running the company and my daughter gets married, I would still rather it to be blood than, I'd rather my flesh and blood take control.
I have to disagree with you there, though, Malik, because of the fact his son he still doesn't want to take the entire business. That's kind of why he left in the first place.
No, he left because of Vince McMahon. Look, I looked this up. Shane McMahon wanted to do so much with WWE, but Vince didn't want him to. Like, Shane wanted Vince to invest in UFC so that he can own it, and Vince didn't want it. Shane wanted ECW to be just online, that way it can be extreme. Vince didn't want to do that.
Oh, man, that would have been great.
Yeah. Shane McMahon wanted ECW.
If it would have done that, I'm pretty sure ECW would still be around.
Who knows? I think ECW could be. I think ECW would deal with the same issues NXT has, though, with them hemorrhaging talent from there.
Yo, Undertaker was so badass as a dead man in 2005. Like, he did a choke slam to Daivari, and then he had a jacket and a hat still on. He just shrugged off like, ugh. Yo, that was so awesome. I love Taker. But continue.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like, because AJ, or April Mendez Brooks, however you want to fucking, whatever.
Why can't you just say AJ Lee?
AJ Lee, I'm sorry. She's on her book tour right now because she just released a New York Times bestselling book. She said in an interview that she misses wrestling and that she'd love to go back, but she said that Punk doesn't want to return to wrestling at all. That he has no desire. So, I'm just gonna say, on that, his wife, who knows him better than most people, that he won't be back. But
I really enjoy watching her wrestle.
See, the reason why, I get what you're saying, Luigi, but at the same time, you also have to keep in mind that just because someone says it doesn't mean it's true. I mean, think of the Hardys. They were going around for weeks saying they had no interest to returning to WWE, and they showed up.
Well, that's to keep kayfabe.
Let's just remember, though, the number one rule, though. Anything can happen in WWE.
And continue.
If it happens, I'll be happy about it, but until I see it.
If Punk was
to come, take it with a grain of salt.
If Punk was to ever come back to WWE, and if there's still a brand split, I can guarantee you Punk will choose SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely. If he does,
we're saying he chooses.
Like, if he, I'm pretty sure.
Another thing about Punk that I do want to bring up, I'm like Luigi said, take it with a grain of salt, but apparently the thing for if he comes back, they're actually planning on getting rid of the Universal title, moving the WWE Championship to Raw, and having Punk return with the World Heavyweight Championship to SmackDown.
Okay, that'd be kind of cool, not even gonna lie.
Okay, you're telling me that the world title will come back and get rid of the Universal title?
That's what their plan is if he agrees to come back. Because with the bad reception that the Universal title has gotten, and the fact that with Lesnar holding it for so long, it hasn't really gotten the prestige they wanted it to, they feel that bringing back the world title will...
Yeah, because it's too red.
Alright, well, I was about to make an AJ Lee joke, but let me tell you how stupid that sounds. You're telling me they now realize that the Universal title is not doing good? Let me tell you why it's not doing good. You had Kevin Owens, who's having a good run as champion, drop it to Goldberg in about 30 seconds. Then you have Goldberg and Lesnar, who had a 3-minute match at Mania for the belt, and now Lesnar's back.
It's actually 6, but...
It was at 6 minutes. Whoopie doo.
Which, I mean, considering the two, it's honestly that's pretty long considering.
Especially for Goldberg. Good God. But anyways,
and then I was like, how are you still standing?
Anyways, Brock, who hasn't defended the title in what 100 and something days, like, and you're wondering why the universe.
A couple weeks ago, but
I'm talking about from WrestleMania to Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, I know. Oh, I completely agree with you. I will admit I am getting interested in the Universal title now, though, with the way that this scene is going. But honestly, it probably is too late.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
They should have never gotten rid of the world title to begin with.
No, I mean, I get it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I never liked the idea of getting rid of the world title.
They got rid of the world title a long time ago, though, and just brought in the Universal title. I'm just saying, instead of making the Universal title, they should have just brought back the world title.
Right. I mean, honestly, that world title could go on someone like James Ellsworth, and it will still look like $1 million. That world title is the world title is just God's greatest creation. It's
honestly, I think it's more prestigious than the WWE.
I mean, I don't know if I go all that. I mean, that world title, Vince Russo and David Arquette had that.
Think of the way it sounds, though. Universal title aside, which hasn't been around that long, so you can't make the same argument. But you have the world title pretty much claiming you're the champion of the world, or you just have the WWE title to where you're just the champion of this one little vicinity. Honestly, for bragging rights, I think it sounds better saying I'm the world champion.
Hey.
Also, WWE Universal champion. Pretty much everyone, like, it's a consensus around the fans that they don't like being called the whole WWE Universe. And that's honestly what that's centered around.
Hey, so the WWE is my world.
Not for long, it ain't.
Well, oh yeah, that reminds me of a JBL and Triple H segment when they was discussing about the titles when they were world champions. Triple H tried to bury the WWE title, saying that he's a world champion because of the world, and then JBL was saying WWE is his world. So just I'll YouTube the clip. Another news.
I mean, Triple H could have really screwed up and said, I just didn't really want to work on Tuesdays.
He should have just said that. He should have like, oh, JBL, you're the world champ? They couldn't find no one better than me? Now, I actually loved JBL back in the day. He was a great heel. But other news, the Mae Young Classic, and everybody grabbed his zippers, released them down, because there are reports saying that WWE is...
already near this, what?
That's my boy. There's reports saying... My white son. There's reports saying that the Mae Young Classic competitors, such as Candice LeRae, etc., will be joining the main roster, replacing people like Summer Rae, Carmella, Dana Brooke. Not Carmella, but I'm just saying like people like that for actual, wrestlers. So be prepared that we might see some of the Mae Young competitors on Raw and SmackDown. And honestly, I don't mind it depending on who they take and who they, use.
As long as Candice LeRae, you can't really go wrong with putting her on there.
That's true. I haven't seen the competitors yet, but I know Jade from TNA is there, and
I'll take a picture.
And I'm looking forward to that. I think she'll be great. I think Candice LeRae would fit great on Raw, and Jade would fit good on SmackDown. Yeah.
Honestly, I want to see Candice LeRae go against Asuka. Because she could do it.
Well, the question is...
Really let her...
Oh, I'm sorry. You got any more to say?
I was just going to say, if they let her do what her potential is from what she's shown to be able to pull off in other promotions, she could be a viable contender against Asuka.
Well, the question is, When is Asuka going to drop the title?
I don't.
I'm predicting her to drop it at the next takeover event.
I don't know that she will.
Honestly, it's like Neville with the cruiserweight title. It's just they had it for so long. You don't want it's just who they are.
No one is ready for Asuka. Except maybe Candice LeRae. Like if Candice doesn't, if they had Candice fail, I would just be like, all right. Why do I care anymore? Because there's no one else. I mean, there's Ember Moon, but Ember honestly, it just doesn't interest me.
I just feel like you don't like chocolate women.
No, actually, I think she's very beautiful.
Oh, okay,
I don't say that about a lot of them.
Luigi, John, what are your thoughts about these news and rumors?
Get rid of Dana Brooke. Get rid of Dana Brooke. Get rid of Summer Rae. Don't get rid of Emma. They'd be fucking idiots if they did. Then again, it's the WWE, so yeah, they are fucking idiots.
Honestly, the main roster right now, the women, they're okay. I just say the only person I would get rid of would probably be Dana, logically, and then keep everybody else because they got charisma and stuff. But I honestly think that SmackDown could benefit more from the women because I swear, if there's another...
I mean, they could drop Naomi. I really wouldn't mind.
All right, now you gotta go. They need more women.
Actually, I have to agree with them. I mean, nothing against Naomi, but the way they've been using her has been complete shit.
Oh no, mine is against Naomi.
Naomi needs to actually just defend her title because
that would help. That would help.
I mean, her title defenses were against Lana and Alexa Bliss.
Nope.
Oh, there's more?
Oh wait, did she?
Oh, and Charlotte.
Oh no, I was saying and Lana, which by the way, we're gonna get to that in a minute, but I'm saying the next one's gonna be Lana as well.
Yo, I swear, if it's Luigi, I'm telling you, if I go to Jimmy's house and I'm seeing this, if it's Lana versus Naomi at SummerSlam, I'm not coming because I'm not gonna watch that match. I refuse.
Well, I guess you're not coming. I got a strong feeling it's gonna be Lana. I'm thinking Tamina's gonna have the win, knock him out, and then just drop Lana's body on them and just walk away.
I think it's gonna be Tamina versus.
I could kind of need to see Tamina win a title because I don't think she's ever done it.
No, she never did.
Becky Lynch is gonna get close again. She's gonna lose. She's gonna turn heel. Then she's gonna take the title, and then she's gonna reign over. That's how it's gonna go.
Honestly,
regardless, I just think that whoever wins the match is just gonna get cashed in on anyway. So,
how would they cash in on the #1 contender?
Where's Carmella been?
Carmella was on SmackDown. She was
on SmackDown just this week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now the real question is, why is Carmella not in the #1 contenders match? That makes no sense. And no, shut your mouth because I knew you was gonna say something. That's a rhetorical question because I have proof that you can have the briefcase and be #1 contender.
Yes, well, you can technically.
Raw 2005. Edge after WrestleMania, after Batista ended the reign of terror, there was a #1 contenders tournament on Raw. Edge was Mr. Money in the Bank after WrestleMania 21. Edge won the whole tournament and was #1 contender to face Batista on Raw for the world title. It could be done. Stop being lazy. I mean,
I like being lazy.
No.
Yeah, who wants to not be lazy?
No, WWE, stop being lazy.
They are being lazy because it's like multi-women matches all the fucking where.
Right? It's like, is this the year of the tag team breakups and fatal 5-ways? 16 broke up this year.
I bet you Teddy Long is really, really sad.
Yeah, not enough tag team matches.
No, because we still have multiple tag team matches every week.
You're right, just not with the tag team champions. What kind of world are we living in? Like, Jesus.
Alright, well, now let's talk about the last subject before we have to go into Raw and SmackDown and our battleground predictions, by the way.
Sorry. Wrestling frog.
Paige. And Alberto del Bullshit. Alberto del Dipshit. Alberto El Patrones bitch ass. The list goes on. So there's been rumors going around that Paige is actually the one doing the abusing. And now, while I don't condone abuse on either side,
you abuse your roster.
Women shouldn't abuse men.
GM shouldn't abuse the rosters.
You suck. Next, I feel like it's just bullshit. I genuinely feel like Paige has done nothing. And Alberto has done just all this bullshit. So, yeah, fuck him. Hope he rots in hell. I hope Paige gets her life turned around sooner rather than later. I love Paige. I hope everything gets better for her. Now, from that, let's get into...
Gee, I can't say nothing about it. Okay.
Go ahead. I didn't know you wanted something.
I have surprisingly shorter and less aggressive than I thought it was going to be.
Right. Where's the multi-weege?
The brothers are real tall. Oh, the king of pro self is here.
Yes, I didn't want to start. I did not start the podcast till he came.
Are you serious?
Yes, I hold him ransom.
You guys been chilling?
Yeah, we were waiting for you, man.
No, we're live right now.
No, actually, no. I didn't start the recording. I'm just,
No, the fuck were you doing?
No, I can show you. We did not start the recording. I can screenshot it.
Yeah. Well, hello, King of Pro Stuff. How you doing?
I'm alright.
King of Walmart employees. King of.
Yeah, you gonna give all his information out? Might as well tell him who he dating.
They give me the old Walmart warrior. They call me. No one calls me that. They should. Do you see that?
So is that your new gimmick?
That's your gimmick?
The Walmart man.
No, Walmart warrior. Come out dressed in Walmart barbarian gear. It's just all got the Walmart logo on it. I'm pissed about people spending more money on stuff, on all to save less, all that good shit.
Sounds like a plan.
I fight for the rollbacks. No, he just comes to the ring in his Walmart employee gear, holding a Captain America shield and a toy lightsaber.
I'm okay with that. Okay, I would have fucking that guy.
Wait, what?
Alright, did y'all have anything to say on the subject before we go to Raw?
What subject is it?
Apparently, Paige did the abusing.
I'm really fucking tired of saying that.
You know what I'm not tired of seeing? Your matches. They're incredible. 5 stars.
I mean, what, are you not tired of saying? Yeah, I got nothing. A little disappointed in you, Luigi, but...
Yeah, actually, we saved the main event. So, this is why he will fail this Sunday.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna, before we get into all this stuff, I was gonna say, does anyone here watch Progress Wrestling?
No.
Yes,
I don't know what that is.
Okay, it's like a British wrestling. I know Hunter's about to have an orgasm, but it's fantastic. I just recently got into it last Saturday. A guy that I wrestled with named Moshe Edwards, he came over,
and he put it on, and I've been non-stop watching it all week. It's been fucking awesome. It's awesome. Anyways, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now we'll continue.
All right. Well.
One more thing before we go. Sorry. Just a quick. I fucked her up. Okay. Now that we got all our. Now that I put all the catchphrases, we can go on. All right, but you're missing the point, so trash. All right.
And since you're missing the point, you'll go one-on-one with the Undertaker, but that shouldn't be a problem for the King of Pro Self. So.
And since he's the king of the tag division, it's gonna be a tag team match. And your partner, she's not like most girls.
Not like most girls.
Someone reminded me of something really shitty about wrestling. Snooki has a better chance of being in the WWE Hall of Fame than Owen Hart.
Okay. And Owen Hart has a better chance of being in the Hall of Fame than Chris Benoit. Ooh.
Yes.
Let's try to get this thing out.
I love how the one person who doesn't like the Chris Benoit stuff, after we all swore against it for tonight.
Oh, dude, I didn't know. I didn't know there was like a solemnly swore.
Yeah, we're swearing off it for tonight because of what happened earlier today.
Yeah, you don't have to like kayfabe it. Like, people know. Humans are humans. They read the internet. They saw it happen. Anyway.
Oh, I just can't remember his name, to be honest.
Chester Bennington?
Raw.
Yes, Raw. Thank you. So the show started off with Dean Ambrose. He demanded the Miz and the Miztourage to come out and fight. Instead, Seth Rollins came out and said, I would also like to fight Miz. Can I stand by your side? And then they went down memory lane. And then Rollins was like, I apologize. I've been I regretted it ever since. And then he, told Dean, yo, hit me with the chair as much as you want. And then Ambrose didn't, but he would not accept the apology. But then the Miz and the Miztourage attacked Ambrose and Rollins with steel chairs. And it was announced next week that it'll be a 3-on-2 handicap match. I feel like they're leading. I mean, rumors are going around that they're leading this towards a fatal 4-way between, Miz, Dean, Seth, and I guess someone else, or like a triple threat or whatever. My personal opinion on this, I just need Ambrose and Miz to just stop. Okay, it's been going on way too long. I'm not interested. Just stop, Ron.
And if you're wondering how long is way too long, in total, since Ambrose joined the company, Miz and Ambrose have been involved in no less than 102 matches with each other.
Holy shit. I didn't know that many.
I want a...
Alright, who has time to look that up?
People
everyone knows I'm the Miz fanboy around here, and I didn't know this shit, so...
Well, no one really cares, but hey.
Well, I want Dean Ambrose to turn heel and feud with Seth Rollins, and that's my point on that. So I'm gonna let the King of Pro South take over and let him, organize, how we do things here. Go ahead, man.
Alright, I don't really care about the Ambrose Miz thing anymore, but I mean, honestly, this is gonna make this whole thing trash. I'll give my opinions on things, but I did not get a chance to watch Raw or SmackDown because I was working both of the days, and I wasn't able to record them.
So basically, he was,
Okay.
if you know what I mean.
Cut me off again.
No, it was okay. I'm sorry.
So about the whole thing, yeah, it's went on for a while, but at least we're getting something that's not one of these
these start-stop kind of wrestling, you know, programs like we've had in the past. And those are always, like, those are terrible. Like, I'm tired of watching a program that goes on for a month. Like, the Braun Roman stuff has been great. And the,
I'm not finished with you.
And the Miz Ambrose thing, I'm glad it's still going on as long as it has, because we need more long branching storylines. But I think the problem with Ambrose and Miz is that it's kind of just been the same thing for a while, and then they added the Miztourage, but nothing's really changed since they've joined, because Miz was already fucking Ambrose over with Maurice.
Oh
It's just
my.
been kind of the same thing. Every match is like a new thing. Or not a new thing, I mean every match is the same thing, my apologies. And I don't feel like it's leading to any kind of blow off. And now that I think Rollins was just kind of, feels like he was just shoved in just out of pure like necessity to give him something to do. So that automatically brings the angle down for me. But hey, whatever. I hope it goes well. I hope they'll prove me wrong. And somebody else who's feeling it.
Honestly, for what it was, I enjoyed the segment. I do have to agree with everybody else that the Miz and Ambrose thing is getting really tiresome really fast. But to be fair, I've never really been a fan of Ambrose in WWE, because most of the stuff I watched him in was before WWE, which was his CZW stuff as John Moxley, so where he was actually able to be a lunatic as compared to WWE trying to push him off as a lunatic. So.
Yeah, I mean, this whole bit is just been...
Well, in my opinion, like I said, I want Dean and Miz to do something different. But honestly, I think the way they've been booking it, this Raw, and I know we're going to get to it, this should have been the Raw when the Shield returned. This should have been the SummerSlam angle. Like, this, to talk about the plans for the summer, this is where the Shield returns. I mean, this would have been, this is writing by itself. The Shield needs to come back to save Raw. But, you know, I actually love this.
I mean, I'll get into that more later.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who doesn't really want a Shield reunion?
Yeah, so go kill yourself. Yeah, Jesus.
It's sensitive on this day.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm so used to me and Hunter usually go back and forth. I forgot. I apologize.
I like how, like, angry he was a second ago, and now he's, like, all about... Anyways, I love you, Miller.
Thank you, man. I thought the Seth and Dean promo, that was a match. That was beautiful. Last time I saw something so beautiful was Sean doing a swanton. This was gorgeous.
Especially the one off the cage.
Oh yeah, that one.
I missed that one.
Yeah, but the fact you're willing to win.
Let's get on with this thingy.
Alright, well, the next part was...
I'm dying, by the way.
You're still the king of pro stuff, dude. It's okay.
Alright.
Bailey beat Alexa Bliss again. And now next week there's going to be a number one contenders match between Bailey and Alexa to determine
Bailey and
who
Sasha.
faces Alexa at SummerSlam.
Bailey and Sasha. You said Alexa.
Yeah, Bailey and Sasha.
Well, everyone's they're getting Bailey versus Sasha.
Yeah, but it's not the way we wanted it.
Give me what you want, and then she's still complaining. Hashtag.
And like I said in the chat, I'm still predicting neither one of them to win and for it to be a triple threat.
I just, I'm liking the fact that they're trying to get Bailey back up to speed because they've been fucking her over a lot. But I mean, I think Bailey versus Sasha should be okay. I mean, if it was doing a pay-per-view, it would be a lot better. But I mean, I feel like they're leaning towards a multi-women match at SummerSlam. So
because
yeah, I mean, honestly, the women. Yeah, the women's divisions on both shows have been kind of very on and off. Mostly off for a lot of the parts, so I mean, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's all I gotta say on the topic.
Women's champion, Naomi.
Oh my.
Yeah. So I guess it's my turn to get on this stuff, right? Alright, well, I'm excited to see Sasha versus Bayley. I'll probably still be stuck at the old Walmart Warrior gimmick, so I probably still won't be able to watch it, but still, I'm excited about it. And as far as what Luigi said about how it would be better on a pay-per-view, I don't feel like the venue should determine like how good the match is. If you're a true performer, you put on your best performance every night. So if they phone it in on Monday Night Raw, or if they're not giving enough time, that's on the creative. They're not creative, I guess. That's on, people in charge of Raw. But if they're giving enough time and they don't put on a half-assed decent match just because it's not a pay-per-view, that shit's on them. So I feel like the whole if it was a pay-per-view, it'd be better. I feel like with an angle, it'd probably be better. But at the same time, about Bayley not having anything to do, like, not everyone can be champion all the time. So, and that's the problem, is that they're either like, okay, you either have nothing to do or you're feuding with the champ. So, like, Bayley's either, not even Bayley, just like the women in general, it's like you're either the champion and the number one contender or you don't have an angle, which is terrible because that's not how you should be wrestling. But, yeah, that's my little take on the whole situation.
Well, first, let me say, Sean, I actually agree with you with the point. You work every match like it's a pay-per-view. That's why people don't like is not liking Ambrose right now, because they feel like he's phoning it in. Well, you gotta work every time you wrestle. You wrestle like like you're in Madison Square Garden. You wrestle like it's a pay-per-view. And my stance on the women's, like Bayley versus Sasha, is I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't like this. They just keep going back with Sasha and Bayley. I want new, like, Jesus. Can we give somebody else a shot at the gold?
No, because then you'll complain about it. Example, Jinder Mahal.
No, first of all, Jinder Mahal, that's a different story. I never wanted Jinder Mahal as champion. I didn't want him to be number one contender. It should have been
someone new, though.
I actually.
Jinder Mahal's about as new as you can get.
Honestly, I didn't want AJ to lose the title. I wanted AJ to beat CM Punk's record, to be honest. But yeah.
Oh.
But
Magnus has left Global Force.
All right, so Magnus is going to Raw to be with his wife, confirmed. But anyways, Alexa and Sasha. I mean, it'd be interesting to watch, but I'm not really looking forward to it because I want to see something different. But I'm looking forward to the match, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So what's next, Luigi?
Well, Luigi's favorite match, Lita versus Mickie James on Raw's Prodigy.
Okay. Not the topic, man. So, there were a few backstage segments. Corey Graves telling Kurt to, go into the ring and tell the truth. We'll get to that. Titus O'Neil calls a meeting with the Titus Worldwide brand clients. and Davari said, "Hey, I challenge you to a rematch. Who gives a fuck?" And then there was a tag team cruiserweight match between Jack Gallagher and Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak and the Brian Kendrick, and Mustafa scored the pinfall. I don't really have anything to say on this. No story. It's just, hey, let's put some guys who know how to wrestle into a ring. So, unless anyone else has to say about this, I can go on.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Alright. Enzo Amore.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I said, does anyone have...
Well, Hunter said his, and now it goes. As I was trying to say before I was really interrupted by, this a-hole. Yes, Luigi, you're the a-hole.
Okay, him.
Yes, not you, Hunter. I actually like you. And I apologize about the little... Yeah, I apologize.
It's cool, bro.
And anyways, if you notice, the ropes were not purple; they were red.
Oh yeah, that means the cruiserweights are going to be gone.
The most interesting part about the match is the fact that the ropes were a different color. I'm assuming it was a really good match because that's usually what cruiserweights put on good matches. So, but like you said, there was no story.
It really wasn't though. I watched the match. It was decent, but considering who was in the ring, the fact that it was just decent.
Well, how much time did it have?
About 7-8 minutes, I'd say.
Okay, that's the problem.
Well, I mean, a tag team match, so they probably got everybody gets a minute apiece. So
yeah, they don't really do tag team matches like that in the league.
No, I'm just
I'm just playing that. Yeah, next subject.
But if they got a minute apiece and it's 8 minutes, that leaves 4 minutes.
The ref was dancing.
Sir, I'm getting a phone call. No.
Enzo came out to the ring, cut a good promo, said Big Cass wasn't even 7 feet tall.
He said that?
7 feet tall, he said. Even though he's 7 feet tall, he wasn't able to win them any championships. He kept calling him Saul and whatnot. Big Cass came out, blamed Corey Graves for he and Enzo breaking up, and then challenged Enzo to a fight. Amore went into the crowd as Big Show came out against, for a match. The match didn't happen because they brawled outside the ring, and Amore tried to get involved, but Cass, gave him a boot. Obviously, Big Show is going to be the first real test for Cass, to work his way up. As for Enzo, I feel like they're just trying to keep him on the show. So he's kind of like that third wheel in this feud, which I kind of don't like, but...
Put that boot on Enzo? Oh, I just went back and watched that over 10 times.
Enzo's a good seller.
With Enzo around, maybe we can just get rid of Dolph.
Anyone else have anything to say on this segment?
I just wanted to say that I hope that Enzo doesn't just float away and just disappear into the mid-card, which I'm sure he will. Or even the mid-card, off television completely, which I'm sure will happen eventually because of just specifically the promo in which Cass turns. It shows how much talent he has, how much range he has as well. So, but I have a feeling that I'm the only human being on Earth that noticed that, apparently.
He'll channel her. Go ahead, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
So I feel like he has much more potential than he's being allowed to show every week. And it'll be a shame if he is written off television, which I feel like is the next Anyways, go ahead.
I feel like when it comes to Enzo, he's going to channel his inner Jeff Hardy and classify himself as obsolete.
Dang it.
Oh.
Absolute.
I just want to say, Big Cass, every time I look at him and the way he's acting, I am getting the Test feeling. You know, Test?
It's just because you're racist. It's just because Malik's racist and he says, okay, big white guy, he's obviously Andrew Martin. Is that not correct? Malik's a racist bastard. I'm just kidding. Every time I say black guy, I'm like, whoa, look at he, obviously.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my name, but
Uh-oh, don't get too close now. You know how Malik gets.
Hey, that's why I said Neanderthal like King Ross.
Jesus, I feel like Sean, I feel like you're shooting on me, Sean. I feel like you hate me.
Hey, we're brothers. Go ahead, let's continue. What's the next subject? Stop coughing.
But yes, Big Cass was like Test.
In the locker room, Ambrose and Seth recovered from their beatdown. They said there was a 2-on-3 handicap match that happens next week. Then Finn Balor took on Elias Sampson. Elias played a song how much he didn't like Nashville. During the match, he got himself disqualified by smashing his guitar over Balor's head, which was botched, if you didn't know, because Balor got a humongous gash on the side of his head. And then afterwards, Bray Wyatt popped up on the Titantron telling Balor he was coming for him. I don't care about Bray Wyatt anymore. I'm sorry. I really don't.
Apparently, what the rumors online are saying is that Bray Wyatt is going to be put into the World Universal title picture.
Bullshit.
Good luck with that.
I just report what the internet is saying.
That's like saying Luigi's actually. That's like saying Luigi's actually a good booker.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. It was on the internet.
Because I am a good booker. Because I would actually know how to book the Undertaker.
Excuse me.
I don't believe everything the internet says, because the internet says that Booty Down Live is better than Raw's Prodigy. But I'm on.
Yeah, okay, that was the one part where I had to go. Yeah, that was wrong.
Okay, so we're definitely live streaming. We're live streaming GM Road.
You really want to live stream your failure?
Have you had the fun segment yet?
We're getting there. Charlie Caruso asked the rival why they attacked the Hardys, and they said they've seen a lot of flips, and they don't like flips.
Just this.
Then Daivari defeated Tozawa due to the referee stoppage. No one cares. This is where the announcement comes. So Kurt Angle.
Wait. Before you do it.
Hey.
Oh, let me make sure I got the right audio.
Somebody else.
This time around, I'm staying at home, and things are gonna get better. Settling in, loving my wife, but then I got that letter. My black son, now each day my heart is getting bigger. Don't even remember sleeping with that lady, but I did. My black son, he's coming to stay. My black son, he's making each day the best that he can.
Black son.
Also, he's a ninja. My black son. Yeah, so.
And Sean, you say I'm not funny.
Kurt Angle.
Alright. This is like the one
Jason
part
Jordan.
I've been waiting.
How do we feel about this? I'm gonna let everyone else go first.
How do I feel about Jason Jordan being Angle's black son?
It sounds so absurd.
Honestly, I can see it working, I guess, but how I feel completely let down considering the fact that they were literally going around for weeks saying, "Oh, this can ruin my career." On what planet does having an illegitimate bastard child constitute that can ruin?
Yeah, I mean, Vince McMahon had one.
Well, John, like you said, it's a black son. It's not gonna look good on him.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Oh my God! Now, okay, I'm really starting to think he might be the racist one because, yeah, I mean, John, don't you know it'd be okay if he had an illegitimate white kid?
I mean,
I know, right? Heaven forbid his son is black. This is just career threatening if you ask me. How do I feel about it? Pissed off and let down. Like I wasted weeks of my life for no reason.
We wanted a white kid.
yeah, we wanted Chad Gable.
Actually, that could have worked better.
Oh, speaking of Chad Gable, that's pretty much the reason why I'm pissed off, because you couldn't have brought both of them to Raw. Is it that fucking hard? You had to break up another great tag team?
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Then. I don't even know
what happened. No. This is what happens. You don't break them up. Here's what you do. You claim that Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are twins. And then Kurt Angle will give birth to a pair of twins. No, fraternal twins, meaning they don't look like each other, but they're still twins.
No, we gotta go with identical. That's exactly the point.
No, see,
we're gonna have a storyline that doesn't make any sense. Dude, and the fact that Kurt Angle's black son isn't fucking stupid.
Oh, speaking of that, I honestly think that they're connecting the dots between the Charmel and Angle thing.
Yeah. And then Booker T. I wonder how Booker T feels about it.
Well, he's coming for you, Usos. But well, Sean, do you want to go first? Because I feel like you might say something about my comment. So you want to go first?
About what? What are we talking about?
Hold on. Let me replay the video because you probably didn't hear it.
Please don't play the my black son. I got it.
Oh, okay.
No, my black son.
But anyways, continue.
Is that what we're talking about? Then,
yes, the Kurt Angle.
Yeah, how Kurt Angle has a black son.
We wasted weeks of our lives just to figure out that.
Okay, I feel it's super silly, but it's weird. But hey, I'm interested to see where it goes from here. Maybe they'll do with this what they didn't do with Mr. Kennedy.
What about Mr. McMahon? Hey, Mr. McMahon's bastard child, little bastard, was pretty interesting for a while.
Oh, that's a cute edge picture.
This whole thing is just stupid in my opinion.
Well,
it's silly, and I have to admit, sometimes wrestling needs a little bit of silly entertainment.
Like Eugene.
Kudos to Angle though for crying on command. That was pretty fucking incredible.
Oh yeah,
dude, Angle sold the fuck out of that.
Well, if I can add to this, I am looking forward to it. I rather it be Chad Gable, but I'm interested in what they can do with Jason Jordan. I haven't really seen Jason Jordan do solo, but because I feel like Chad would have made sense because we got to see him solo. But it made sense to choose Jason Jordan because we haven't seen him in a while. So it connected us, why we haven't seen Chad Gable. I mean, Jason Jordan. But I'm interested to see where it goes. I don't mind. I don't mind the Sun thing. I just want a good storyline, and if they're gonna give Jason Jordan a push, then they need to push him.
A good storyline? You're asking too much from the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. This is the people company that had Shane event. My God.
You're right. Didn't Mahal still champion?
Pleasure wounds.
Wait,
I thought that was what they did with Trish. I thought that was what they were doing whenever they had Trish Stratus on her knees, barking like a dog.
But no, yeah, Malik. Honestly, as much as I agree with you about it should have been Chad Gable,
I agree with you on that too.
If it wasn't Jason Jordan, then we wouldn't have this joke to talk about.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't really care.
White Sun. It doesn't really flow now, does it?
I mean, I don't really care. I mean, you can still work the story wherever you want to. The Black Sun, White. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to get storyline.
My Black Sun. My Black Sun. Everything is getting better. My Black Sun. My Black Sun. Also, he's a ninja.
Imagine next week on Raw, Jason Jordan comes out dressed as a ninja. Nobody, and they don't mention it. They don't say anything.
I'll just be done with the WWE. Yeah. So next, let's see. Oh yeah. So Titus was like, he forfeited the match because he knew he'd be too tough to quit himself. He wants happen because Neville's not losing that title ever. And then we get to the main event, which is Roman versus. Oh no, I skipped one thing. I'm sorry. How can I? The Revival versus the Hardys. That was a great match.
Wait. Let Sean cover this. Let's
great match.
Sean, what do you have to say about the Revival?
Hey, it was a great match. And then the Revival being the Hardys now is a good sign. It's the right move. Even though fuck the Revival, it's a good move.
No. Shut. You shut up, Luigi.
To make the Revival the next best tag team, they have to do something, and the Hardys are. Hopefully, we see Broken soon.
Anyway, right? Sean, any news?
You're right, but I think it's gonna be wrong.
Sean, how do you feel about the Revival?
It sucks.
What sucks?
The fact that we're never going to see Broken in the WWE. Also,
Why?
I just saw like a really offensive.
Daisy Egg. Sorry.
Okay, he's dead.
What?
Just kidding. I just saw a really offensive meme, and it was Chris Benoit saying "Hang in there," and then Chester said, "Why? It doesn't even matter."
In the end.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like we're never going to see Broken, Matt, or Jeff in the WWE. I feel like GFW just hold on to that stuff. For like ever.
If it lines Vince's pockets, he'll do it.
Yeah, but he's going to have to spend money to make money. I don't know if he's willing to spend that much money and go out on that much of a limb.
Well, Sean.
It's not really.
The original deal that he was going to have to spend was only like $15,000.
Well, Sean.
Yeah, something like cut Sean off, you'll probably get it for free.
Well, if you think they are cutting back on a lot of stuff, so who knows? I mean, they cut back on Pyro, the stage.
The Hardys, whether they win or lose, they're still over, and everyone still loves them. So this is a feud that the Revival have to win.
Well, if I can say something to respond to Sean. Vince McMahon has been making some budget cuts with the stage, the pyros, all that stuff. I mean, he canceled the Network show, so.
I hear not respond to me if you'd like.
Wait, what?
He thought about. Well, he realized that he knew better than to diss you.
What the heck?
Okay.
Hello?
Did he cut out or something?
Hello?
'Cause I have a feeling he did.
If he did, then the wrong spot.
God dang. Hello? Can you hear me?
Fuck the recording.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Somebody else make a new line of toys for WWE.
You weren't supposed to say anything. You were just supposed to keep quiet and just have him.
Oh, wow. So, hate this. But, real talk wrestling. So, Sean, the thing about the money...
We're going to go live. Give it to Bradley a second.
Jesus Christ.
So, Sean...
Can we just get on with this?
When you talked about the money's there. Vince been coming back. The money is there, Sean. It's just the matter of if Vince wants to spend the money, like you said. The money's there. Vince doesn't want to spend it. So, it basically Matt and Jeff has to spend their own money.
Yeah. Pretty much. Alright. Now the main event. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Good match until someone came.
Eddie Guerrero.
And Braun literally laid waste.
Because of Braun.
Yeah, he laid waste to both Reigns and Joe. And at one point, Joe and Reigns were double teaming him, and they still lost. So this feels like it's going to be a fatal four-way for the Universal title, which is Vince McMahon's big, wet dream. It's all big, sweaty men.
Well, that's exciting.
So, I want to... This bit could only have been better had it been... So, as you see, he pulls Joe out of the ring onto the ground, goes after Roman. So I'm thinking Braun destroys Roman, but then Joe comes back in the ring and chokes out Braun and stands tall over both.
Yeah.
Luigi, you're slurping that thing pretty good. But,
Surfing it like a dick.
Oh my god.
anyways, I think that will make Braun look bad. I mean, Braun just got out of the hospital, the ambulance car. I think that will make Braun look weak. I think they played it safe with Braun looking strong. But honestly, and I think John's going to say it too, I think it would have been best if it was the Shield reuniting this Raw. But hey, looks like a fatal four-way for the Universal title. It looks like SummerSlam's going to be a multi-man matches. So,
why would the Shield reunite?
Why not?
Exactly.
Dean and Seth are already teaming up with each other. You have Roman lose the match. That opens the door for him to make the save.
Why? So Seth doesn't even actually care about Dean. He's just kind of, as he flat out said, "I'm just doing it because I have a bone to pick with the Miz too." And neither of them really give a shit about Roman.
Actually, Dean and Roman are still friends. Dean and Roman have been cool since day one.
They're tentative allies.
No, they're brothers. No, they never been rivals. Dean and Roman always been close together.
Except they'd also get mad at one another for getting in each other's business.
No, they didn't. They were never mad.
The Shield, because reasons. It's WWE. They do things just because they can. They don't need a reason.
Oh my god.
Look,
Show me the reason of being.
I don't understand why you're trying to question this logic. I mean,
don't question my heart.
No, I hate that song. Look, if you're questioning this, then you must have hate the Jason Jordan segment.
My black son. My black son.
Alright, so is that the end of Raw then?
That is the end of Raw. Now let's get to SmackDown, and for those who didn't catch how we're gonna format pay-per-view predictions from now on. So
wait, this is a forever thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember agreeing to that, but okay.
We all did.
Well, we're kind of live now, so it's agree or nothing.
We all said it was a good idea. So,
I never said that.
But so the idea was made by the one and only wonderful Kieran Shea.
Respect my boy.
Yep. So pending which pay-per-view it is, if it's a Raw or SmackDown, whatnot. As we go through the show, if there's a match that's on the pay-per-view that the segment is pertaining to, we give the prediction then. So this Sunday is WWE Battleground, and I can honestly say I'm not that looking forward to it, but I do get to watch it with three brothers. And my actual blood brother, so it's gonna be fun. Just not the actual pay-per-view, or at least WWE likes to pull shit out their ass all the time.
Oh wait, we're doing SmackDown,
turn
right?
Turn that fan off.
By the way,
please.
Just for the SmackDown viewers.
Noise everywhere. I cannot hear anybody. Thank you. So yeah, we're on SmackDown, and that fan's back again.
What's the fan?
I'm pumping for this goddamn fan.
I can't hear anybody.
What's
over
the fan saying?
So.
What does the fan say?
I don't know what you want me to do, Luigi. I don't have air conditioning in my apartment, and it's been 100.
Well, I can hear now. So
Luigi,
so the show.
He has heat. He needs that fan.
Rusev is one strange motherfucker.
But does he have Latino heat?
No, actually, we do.
Yeah, we do. Because we your poppies. The fuck was that?
Sorry, I got excited.
That should be our new gimmicks. Anyway, so the show opened up with Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, and the current WWE champion.
How do you feel about that, Malik?
Coming in and bringing out the Punjabi prison. He explained the rules, and then Orton came out and climbed the fence and vowed he would reclaim the WWE Championship. So, everyone has mixed reviews. So, how does everyone feel about the match? And, first of all, people said that they couldn't see. But then there's a lot of people that said that they could see clearly now that the rain is gone.
On this day.
I see clearly. Everything will come to life.
Now the chance to escape the dream.
And we'll leave it all behind.
Because on this day,
it's so real to me.
That Raw is Prodigy sucks. And booty down.
I just lost it.
Will reign supreme.
Is it okay if you said booty down live sucks? Because then at least you still be telling the truth.
So me personally, and we'll go one by one on this. Me personally, I'm not excited for the Punjabi prison only because the first two matches were absolute shit.
Like a show.
Jinder is, he's getting better in the ring, and Randy Orton, is always a ring general, so hopefully they can do something better with the match, but I'm still setting my expectations really low. As for my prediction on who's walking out, the winner and the WWE champion, the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, will retain. Why? Here's why. I just feel like he's going to go into SummerSlam as champion, that's all. So, yeah.
Wow, your big why was kind of a letdown.
Right.
What do you mean? Why? Here's why. Fuck it. Yeah, I just feel like there's no reason to put the championship back on Randy Orton. So, or to continue this feud, which I'm sick of. So, yeah. And someone else can go next.
I have low expectations for this match, but I also at the same time am ready to be pleasantly surprised. And I'm gonna go with Jinder because he's the Maharaja. Also modern-day champion.
I am also going with Jinder to win.
Okay.
Sean, any want to bring some charisma back?
Brother. Don't hinder Jinder.
All
While
right.
you're at it, pour some fucking some ice in your cup, kids.
Yes.
Well,
what the fuck?
Well, it's time for me to be the game changer, and why?
I hope you knock yourself out when you're doing it.
Here's why. See, WWE is in a drastic situation. There's too many heel champions. And for God knows, who knows why. So, the plan is to let Orton win the WWE Championship And then when the Punjabi prison rises, have Baron Corbin cash it in and have Corbin versus Orton for the WWE title at SummerSlam. And now that's how I want to book it.
You do realize if they do that, then Jinder's going to have to be thrown into the match because he still has his mandatory rematch clause.
Well, he will have a rematch. First of all, you shut your mouth. I'm saying you are not in my Y series. Second, Jinder has a rematch to Randy Orton as the current champion. If Baron Corbin cash in, there won't be
That's not really how that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh, really? Let's see. Batista. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio, John Cena. Case and point.
Alright. Elimination Chamber 2010. Sheamus was the champion. Cena won it. Batista attacked Cena to win the title.
You go with the most recent precedent.
Oh, you want to go with recent? Well, fine then. Let's see. Let me think. Hold on. Let me go with Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, John Cena.
Then no, I see.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Yeah. And why I got you?
Why I got you?
Here's why. Because I'm a smart ass. Hunter, I'm trying to be your friend here, man. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, thank you for explaining. Who's your pick?
I said Randy Orton.
Gay. Gay.
Well, I mean, Randy Orton can,
It's not like most picks.
Thank you, Randy Orton. I just feel like
most of them will have some sense behind them.
I just said there's too many heel champions.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Randy will do his job, and I feel like Corbin will most likely cash in on a Randy Orton.
Okay.
So there's too many heel champions, so you're gonna have the face take the belt, so a heel champion will take over again.
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds very
No,
bad.
because you need a heel to cash you need the heel to cash in the face. You don't hate me, Sean. You love me.
You need the heel to cash in the face.
You need the heel to cash in on the face.
Well, I think the heel should.
You need the titties to pair with the ass.
You need Luigi to cut off Sean.
I love you, Sean.
No,
You
you
need the heel
don't.
to probably hold on to this. Hey guys, speaking of, yeah, you're not talking over me, motherfucker. I say that the Money in the Bank holder probably needs to keep it for a lot longer than just a month. I mean, that's overplayed. He needs to keep it for a while.
No. That's why I'm just saying Randy needs to walk out champion, and then maybe have Corbin cash in either soon, because I could see him cashing on Orton and
You just said
Jinder.
SummerSlam. Don't you start switching it now?
SummerSlam is soon. Like, that's coming up.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, I feel like it should be. I'm saying like next year.
No.
I completely disagree.
At this time next year, he'll be stripped of the briefcase.
I wonder if Hunter realizes that cutting people off isn't making anyone happy.
Oh, it's okay. He's done that before you came on.
Oh, I'm aware of that. John, why don't you go ahead and continue what you were saying, brother?
Honestly, I have to disagree with Malik because, first off, unless Orton is a heel, he's boring as fuck, so he doesn't need that championship back. Second off, you're talking about wanting to build new superstars. Regardless of if Jinder wins the job or not, the fact still remains that right now, he is the champion, and you need to book him like he is a champion. And as you brought up in the chat before, they're not doing that. So if they are going to take it off of him, I feel that they need to do it against whoever he faces at SummerSlam and not do it at Battleground, because there is no reason for Orton to be champion right now.
Well, you know what? I don't really care about the feud, to be honest. So I just see Orton winning because it's like just they're fighting so many times. Just give Orton the win.
I'm going to give you a friendly piece of advice, Malik. If we were having feuds and championships right now, you would be losing your title.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with this booking, I don't really care no more.
anything can happen here in the WWE.
Or Real Talk Wrestling Podcast.
Which is sponsored by Honey Nut Cheerios because they're fantastic. So
Like Sean.
Next, the King of Pro South, 4-time Pro South Tag Team Champion, future Pro South Heavyweight Champion, future Pro South Hall of Famer.
Oh,
I like telling everyone your accolades all the time because it,
You know what, Sean? Yeah. You're hurting my feelings, man.
Alright, so what's next?
I just get nervous when you're around.
Okay. Anyway, the next, Jimmy Uso versus Kofi Kingston.
Well, you became United States champion. What can we expect from you on SmackDown Live? Well, hey, I'm here to shock the world.
Because usually how WWE
I'm ready to show
logical
to our inside and outside the ring. But
on a go-home
first of all,
show,
I can't stop thinking about,
especially if it's looking at a championship match, the person who has the upper hand by the end usually is the one who's going to lose. So you know how Randy, had like a triumphant climb to the top, he's going to lose. Jimmy Uso got the win for Kofi when over Kofi when ever since this feud's been going on, usually the New Day have been getting the victories in the matches on SmackDown. So the fact that Jimmy Uso got the victory here, they are going to not walk out of Battleground as the new tag team champions. So I don't know if I've made it apparent or not, but I'm going with new SmackDown Live tag team champions, the New Day.
I am also going to go with the New Day. Because honestly, my reason isn't the reason why you said Luigi, but if New Day does happen to lose this match, what else is there for them to do with tag teams? They've broken up pretty much every significant team there is outside of the Hype Bros and the Fashion Police.
I'm sorry. That's a good job right there.
So they broke up pretty much every tag team outside of Hype Bros and Fashion Police, and from the way it's looking, they're probably going to be breaking up the Hype Bros too. So that just leaves the Fashion Police, and they're busy with the whole...
Well, we're going to find that out at Battleground.
Yeah, so they're busy with their whole thing. So honestly, if New Day wins, that pretty much saves WWE's time for having to figure out what to do after that, and they can have the rematch at SummerSlam, and it continues the program. So, anybody else?
Honestly,
I'm gonna go with the New Day, and I have nothing really to say.
Honestly, I'm just gonna predict Usos keeps the belt till SummerSlam. So you could say New Day wins, Uso wins. I don't care. I just say Usos gonna keep the belt till SummerSlam.
So are you saying the Usos win?
I honestly don't care. You can put whoever you want for me. I think Usos gonna retain the titles. They're gonna keep
so I'm gonna put the Usos then.
Okay.
All right. What about you, King of Pro South?
I think Malik's gonna win.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I think the New Day will take it.
All right, sounds good. So next we had Chad Gable had an interview with Renee Young about the fact that Jason Jordan is the black son to Kurt Angle. And Chad Gable basically said it's time for him to show what he can do on his own. So hopefully this results in a good singles run for Chad, because Chad's really talented. I don't want him to just fade away and classify himself as obsolete.
Absolutely. His friends like that. His friends like that. Gable.
Strong, willing, and Gable.
He was not ready, willing, or Gable for that announcement.
No, he did not.
Next, we had the unannounced in-ring debut of Mike Canales, and he took on Sami Zayn.
Random.
And Mike Canales defeated Sami Zayn. I'm gonna say it how I fucking want to say it.
Okay.
Connor and
He defeated Sami Zayn from a distraction from Maria. And so, yeah.
From the most beautiful distraction ever.
Yeah, what's the first lady of the WWE?
I was distracted too.
Oh, Maria's beautiful. Maria's very beautiful.
She's not Nia Jax, but...
Fuck Nia Jax and the Revival and Hunter.
Sorry, bro, I don't swing that way.
How much you want?
This is actually
for money.
This is an announced match at SummerSlam. Or not, Battleground. And I feel like Mike Canales is going to win because they don't like Sami Zayn. So I'm going to say Mike Canales.
Canales over. You know why Canales is over? Because Canales is new, he's fresh. I'm really happy he's wrestling Sami Zayn, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pre-show.
It's not. Ty Dillinger versus
So are you going with Mike Canales, Sean?
Oh yeah, Canales all day.
Alright.
Michael Canales Bennett. Because A, he's just much better than Sammy.
Okay, what's B then? Because I'm assuming you said A because you want people to just.
I did say A. And B, he is new, and you can't have him just lose his first match like this. First matches like this.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, yes, technically you can, but it's not a good idea.
John, what about you, man?
I'm picking Canales as much as I hate Sammy losing.
I do too, trust me.
I love it. Like this, I love it.
Alright, what about you?
Mr. Malik Maharaja.
Mr. Malik Maharaja. Kindside Davis
says it.
Maharaja.
You gave me all my nicknames. You gave me all the nicknames, but you didn't give me the Big Bad Booty Daddy nickname. That's because
or Chill Booty, which is the fun one.
Speaking of cut people off, how do you feel, Malik? What do you feel is going to win this WWE Contest Wrestling Match program?
Honestly, yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't been liking SmackDown, but I'm thinking Sami Zayn because of 50-50 booking.
What?
No, listen.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit, man.
Oh.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'm sorry, Sean Lesnar.
Like to say, everyone is saying gender New Day Mike, and then Malik goes Randy Uso Sammy.
Well, I didn't say Usos. I just said I said Usos keeps the belt. You picked Usos for me.
Because you said the Usos were going to keep the belt, so Usos.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been referring to New Day wins by DQ or count out. I mean, I'm just saying.
DQ.
Stop saying that. That's not. It's never going to get over.
DQ.
Please keep saying everything.
I need my boy JPG, Jimmy Paul Gonzalez, back in the podcast.
He's probably dead.
Yo, legit, Dairy Queen sounds delicious as fuck right now.
DQ.
No shit.
There's one 5 minutes down the road. Yo, Malik, we got a DQ on Sunday.
I thought we was going to Cookout and Taco Bell.
Oh, we can do Cookout and DQ.
What's DQ?
Dairy Queen.
You dumbass.
I never been there.
Ass motherfucker.
No, I'm so serious. I never.
Sorry, no good sack of shit.
Oh Jesus, dude!
I'm just kidding, Malik. I'm just kidding. Calm down.
I'm not.
Wait, hold on. Legit, you've never been to Dairy Queen?
Never. I don't.
You've never been to DQ?
I just seen DQ. I don't know what's like in there. Like what's. I just see like a little logo of DQ. I don't know what.
There's a chill side and a grill side.
So it's
The grill side's trash.
So it's a grill.
Yeah, grill side's not that good.
It's a
chill side.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, it's an ice cream shop and burger place.
Oh, perfect. So 2 burger places. That's neat.
Yeah, and then Taco Bell.
Okay, Jesus, man, I don't know if I want to spend that much money.
Dude, we make that money love regardless.
If you don't go to Taco Bell, you're ashamed of society. Taco Bell is bomb as fuck.
Right, I just had Taco Bell after work.
But then
I had that
again-
loaded potato.
Yeah, if you like diet, if you want to lose some weight, I recommend Taco Bell every day. That's a good cleanse.
I mean, I've lost almost 20 pounds since I started working at my job. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
And Luigi was fat.
Fuck the revival.
John Cena came out and promised he'll win his flag match.
Oh boy.
Rusev appeared to end, tipping him down.
Flag match.
Basically, the American versus anti-American usual bullshit promos. And then Rusev beat him down and retrieved the Bulgarian flag and just waved it around. They've done this before, and it's going to be the same outcome. John Cena is going to beat Rusev. Unfortunately, my boy Ruru. My boy Ruru needs to take another loss, and then he needs to be WWE champion, because that's what they did with Jinder Mahal. So,
Hey, who wins? Who goes over in that? Let's say we had anti-America Jinder Mahal versus anti-America Rusev.
It's Rusev, because everyone loves Rusev. Anyways, predictions.
I'm going John Cena. Because freedom, America, and Jesus.
I gotta go with that knockoff of John Cena.
I'm also going to go with Cena because America.
No, I thought, John, you stopped yourself. I guarantee you're about to say Sean Cena.
He's like, shut.
Alright, what if
Sean Cena?
Alright, what about you, big bad Booty Daddy?
Oh, Booty does.
He's gonna go with Rusev.
Yeah, actually, yes, I'm going with Rusev.
Okay, of course you are. This doesn't look weird. Are you sure about that?
I am positive. Rusev.
Please.
I'd say if he gets this one right, we just give it to him.
Are you serious about going with Rusev?
Yes, Rusev.
HIV
We could potentially, if things keep going like this, we could potentially have our first no-win person in the podcast.
Right?
Or we could have a first, the only person to get anything right was Malik and everyone else loses.
Or, in which case, if he would also be the only person to ever get a perfect score.
Yeah, no one's gotten that.
And the only person that's perfect in this world is Sean Christopher Bradley, the second.
Yeah, the king of pro
That's fair
wrestling.
enough.
Okay.
I would say Ty Dillinger, but he's been the not so perfect 10 lately.
Oh yeah, he has there's not a segment on here for it, but that's a pre-show match. Let's just get that out of the way. Ty Dillinger's gonna beat Aiden English. So,
Well, let me guess, Malik.
Okay, here's a question
Malik's
for y'all.
got Simon Gotch going over.
Well, actually, his
do
name
we
is...
all have Ty Dillinger except for Malik?
No, I have Ty Dillinger.
Oh,
Ty Dillinger across the
Just
board.
follow the crowd, why don't you?
I'm surprised Malik.
Actually,
I got the
Raven.
referee winning.
Call me Raven. Follow.
Like I said,
I have the vendors winning because no one's gonna be sitting down to watch.
But again, I got that winning. My black son. Sorry, I
Who
gotta
wins?
keep.
Who wins
Next,
flag match? John Cena or Mr. America?
John Cena.
Rey Mysterio.
John Cena will beat Uncle Sam in a flag match.
Well, John Cena won't beat Rusev.
Whatever. Next, it was a really good match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Becky made Charlotte tap.
Oh god, I love that.
What?
Say it
Becky
again.
Lynch made Charlotte Flair tap out.
to the
which means Becky isn't going to be winning.
Unfortunately.
I mean, that I could have told you before anyways, though, so.
But that was a really good match. You know, not surprising because they're two very talented individuals. But
why would a talented wrestler win a title? Come on.
I like the interaction after the match.
Yeah, after the match, Lynch and Flair shook hands. Tamina and Lana came out. Natalia jumped them from behind. The heels dumped them. Then Natalia tried to put the sharpshooter in Tamina. Then Natalia and Lana faced off. Then Tamina laid out everyone, you know, with a super kick and everybody. Which means Tamina's not winning either.
Except Lana, she didn't.
Okay, so almost but there have been instances where this is not correct. The whole go under before the pay-per-view.
I understand.
Don't cut me off again. Okay, I thought you were Hunter. You can cut me off. That's cool. Because you were making a debate, but Hunter's what if I cut you off and say something irrelevant?
No, I understand that, but I mean, with just in my mentality, that's how I feel WWE, you know, likes to do their pay-per-view booking. So that's how I always base my shit on. So if it's not going to be Becky, it's not going to be Tamina, in my mind, then either Charlotte, Natalia, or Lana. I really don't want them to do fucking Lana. And Charlotte and Naomi, you know, they're two faces, you know. And even though they haven't really used Charlotte properly at all since she's been on SmackDown, I feel like, I mean, they're really inching towards a Tamina, you know, push, like a tiny push for Tamina. But I have this itch in my feeling that it's not going to be her. And I'm waiting for them to turn Becky the heel, so then that way she can take the title from Naomi and rule SmackDown. So I am going with a very weird pick. I'm going with Natalia.
Okay.
That is a weird pick.
That's,
I know.
Okay.
Alright, now, I'm gonna say, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Luigi, because I'm gonna give it to Lana, with Tamina just knocking everyone out, and dropping Lana's body on the pile.
I'm going to go with Charlotte.
Okay. King of Pro South?
I'm gonna go Becky.
I love you so much. I love you so much.
Yes, we've established this. Everybody loves Shane.
Who is Shane?
You did it on purpose.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Here comes the money. Pro South, Pro South, Pro South, Pro South, Pro South.
$1. Anyways, we'll Malik Maharaja. Go ahead, give it to me.
Alright, so
I'm gonna go with James Ellsworth winning the match.
Okay.
Alright, so
Good
your
pick.
actual
Actually,
pick?
solid pick.
Alright,
Hey, that means we've all picked somebody else.
Who are you going for?
I'm gonna give it to Tamina.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So all five of us have picked someone different.
Yes, I mean, then we also have Kieran, Alphonse, and Jimmy to give their picks
Yeah,
later.
but they don't matter.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Kieran Shea means a lot to
Why
me.
the hell did John Morrison sign with Global Force?
Well, John Morrison is going to kiss his career goodbye.
Because he's done with Lucha Underground because of all that bullshit with AAA.
Wait, what's the...
Yeah, but of all the things you could do, sign with that company?
I mean, it's money, man. I'd go.
You don't get that much money though, because you don't get any money from your merchandise. Oh, right, you weren't here during that part. New change to Global Force's contracts. Global Force takes every bit of your money you get from merchandise. You get nothing.
That's fucking retarded.
Right?
Yep.
That means you will never see the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega in Global Force. By the way, I've watched all 63 episodes of fucking Being the Elite in like the last week. And I don't have any respect for those guys. Those guys are fucking incredible.
Right?
Not even wrestling wise, just like they're.
So you signing with Team Omega now?
Just their no. I'm still Team Cody all the way. So I'm just saying that's just the shit they do with their merchandise and how much shit they do is just fucking awesome. It really is.
Well, I don't think. I mean, it's whoever. I need to hear the story with AAA because I'm hearing Ricochet complaining. I need to know what's going on.
Well, do you speak Spanish?
I mean, I speak a little bit.
Then you might be able to speak Despacito.
Speaking of speaking Spanish and all that stuff, I was actually going.
Fuck Alberto Del Rio.
I was actually.
There's Luigi we know.
Yes, exactly. But I was actually going to say something when we were talking about the flag match and stuff. I wondered how Hunter asked the question who would win between Cena and Mr. America. I wanted to know who would win a flag match between Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, and the answer isn't either of them. The answer is nobody, because JBL gets pissed off and grabs the Mexican flag and runs off with it and throws it over the border.
Okay. Okay. That's funny. I'll take that. We had a new episode of the fashion. Yeah, because everyone loves my show. Yep, that's all why. We had a new episode of the Fashion Files.
I want to be truthful and honest. The reason why I love Raw's Prodigy is because he doesn't shove it down my throat.
Oh my. 12.
Speaking of shoving things down throats.
12.
Dude, of all it.
Wait, what happened?
Alright.
I was just going through my fuck thing. I was just like, fuck Hunter, fuck the Revival, fuck Nia Jax, and fuck Alberto Del Rio.
23.
Thank you. Oh, you forgot him. So yeah, the new episode of the Fashion Files came out, and they
the only
got
thing I've seen from SmackDown.
Of course, and
it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, the Fashion Files are great every week, and there's a note rating Battleground. They promised this would end on Sunday.
I don't think it's that great.
Of course you don't.
No, I think it's too much. I think.
Who do you think it's gonna be?
I think less is more. I think less is more.
I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say it's not going to be anybody on the main roster. I'm actually predicting someone from NXT to get called up.
Like TM61?
You guys are doing this thing where you like stuff, and you think stuff's going to be cool, and you put too much faith in WWE. Come on, John. You know they don't do stuff that's cool.
But who would they use?
Sanity.
Probably Ascension.
Okay, John. Now
They've kind of already played that one out now, haven't they?
Yeah, but does WWE give a shit?
Fair enough.
Hell no.
See, I'm giving up thinking about cool stuff.
What's going to happen in the WWE whenever I stopped believing in the Royal Rumbles being, like, having cool shit in them. Because the Royal Rumbles, we're waiting for these cool surprises and nothing ever comes. And fucking Roman Reigns. Okay. And then they have these big angles where there's like mystery people, and it ends up being fucking nobody. Roman Reigns. Yeah, it ends up being Roman Reigns 99% of the time. Bastards. So, but then I'm just giving up and believing that WWE can do cool shit. If they do, that's awesome, but I'm just saying it's probably going to be the Ascension or the Hype Bros.
So basically what you're saying is WWE is like Santa Claus and you should just stop believing in it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Santa Claus. I still believe in him because he's real, but, yeah, as far as that's concerned. But yeah, pretty much.
I also seen
Speaking of shit, new era, same old shit. We have the same tag team match.
Whoa, wait. I didn't get my prediction of who's the team.
Before we go on to that.
Get his shit in.
Yes, thank you.
For what?
Who's the mystery attacker?
Who we think's going to be the one who attacked?
It's either going...
It's just a lot of strain on your feet. Fuck that shit.
It is. It's either going to be the Ascensions, Rowan
It can't be the Ascension. They had a segment to where the Ascension and Fashion Police were in the same room together and the shit still happened.
Alright, so I'm gonna pretend that
you're giving WWE too much credit, man.
thank you. That now
Alright,
there's
who wins though? Breezango or Mystery Team?
alright. So anyways, I'm predicting Rowan and Harper coming back together. That's because of the. I mean, if you think
That could
about it,
actually work.
it was like what was it? It was a head or something. What was it that Rizongo pulled out?
The teddy bear, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you remember, Eric Rowan been talking to his mask and stuff, and that's kind of a Rowan thing, and I think it makes sense to keep Rowan and Harper as a tag team to get a new tag division since you broke up Alpha. Put in Rowan and Harper.
Broke up Alpha, released the clones.
Did they release the clones?
Not yet.
Yep.
I thought they just asked for the release.
I believe they got released already.
Nah, they're still with the company.
Alright. Well, now that that's done, new era, same old shit. We had the same main event tag team match that we've had for like weeks and weeks on SmackDown. Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Owens and
Luigi, before you continue, we didn't do the whole who's going to win thing for the Fashion Police match, because that is a match on the card that we need to do predictions for.
But we don't know who they're facing.
You just say Fashion Police versus Mystery Team.
But there's not. But is it an actual match?
Well, yeah, it's not that it's got against us.
Yeah, it's an actual match.
Fuck the Revival.
Well, I'm going with Fashion Police.
I'm going with the Young Bucks.
I'm going with
it's
Young Bucks.
Alright, guys. I don't know why y'all playing around. In all seriousness, it's obvious it's Shawn making his WWE debut with his tag team partner.
Fuck now. I'd rather shoot myself in the skull 45. Well, a little bit excessive. I'd rather I'd rather do a lot of things besides that. Because
So, Fashion Police. John said Fashion Police.
I said Mystery Team.
Oh, Mystery Team. Okay. Mystery Team. I guess. I mean, I guess I'll go Mystery Team. Because why the fuck not?
Because why the fuck not?
What about y'all?
I'm going with.
I already got yours.
I mean, I don't know how I can. Jesus.
Yo, KOP.
Go ahead, Malik.
Oh, me? I mean, I don't know how to pick. I don't know. Well, dang, Sean, I love you too. I don't know who to pick because I don't know the opponent. It could be someone like Doink the Clown and Hornswoggle. Like,
I mean, should we really? I mean, low key, should we really include this as a prediction?
Well, I think so.
Because I mean, like, I'm looking at the card right now. It's not on there. And we don't know who their opponents is. We don't even know if it's an actual match.
Yeah, it feels.
If there isn't a
like
match, then it doesn't count against anyone, now does it?
I mean, I don't even. Honestly, I don't even care about the back.
It's not like there's no title, so it's just for fun, anyways.
Honestly, I don't even care about Battleground. I'll go with the Mystery Team just to
Okay, well, now let's get to the main event. The same tag team match that we've been getting for, weeks now. Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke and AJ.
Now I'm looking forward to this.
The heels won. Owens blind tagged. Super kicked AJ from doing a Styles Clash. And Pop-Up Powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. Which obviously means that AJ is going to retain against Owens, and Shinsuke is going to beat Corbin. Because here's the thing, with Owens and AJ, that feud's going to continue. with Shinsuke and Baron, even if Baron loses, he won't lose as big of momentum as he would because he's holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. So even though he might lose, he'll still be relevant because he has the briefcase. Shinsuke cannot lose. I just feel like he just can't. Like, at least singles matches, you know? So I'm going AJ to retain, and I'm going Shinsuke to beat Corbin.
Same.
Yeah, crazy how everybody on together. I'm going with.
I'm going with the Brothers of Real Talk.
Thank
and that team is trash.
Okay.
Okay, fuck you too.
Wow, I actually agree with something Malik says.
Yeah, no, it's
Fuck
weird.
you too.
I'm actually trying to join back to the Ultimate Dashing ones. I don't know why I'm getting excluded from that tag team again. I mean, I want.
It's because you suck and you're not dashing.
I am gorgeous.
Well, I didn't say it.
Well,
I didn't say it, but
I want to be back in the tag team, and I want to be the New Day, and I want to have the Freebird rule with the Dashing ones. But anyways,
predictions?
I predict that Luigi's getting a butthurt right now.
I gave my predictions. I said same.
Yeah, I heard it.
It doesn't matter. It's all that matters what's cooking, and what's cooking is it's a tradition for the Money in the Bank holder to job. So Naka's gonna win, and wow, this is. I'll go with AJ. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I'm going with Shinsuke Styles.
Okay.
Who's Shinsuke Styles?
AJ Nakamura.
As for you, King of Pro South.
Fuck the Revival. I think Owens will. No, Owens. Fucking shit. Yeah, I think Shinsuke and Styles are gonna win.
So is that just going to be your whole new thing? Just every time you start a sentence, just start it with "fuck the Revival."
Well, I'm gonna try to get that in as much as I can.
That's your you know how we all have our lines. John says what's cooking. Malik says it's not like most blank. Hunter says, in a tag team match, I say one-on-one with The Undertaker. Someone says Benoit.
Wait.
Sean, you can be like, fuck the Revival.
Wait, why does John get to say one of my old catchphrases?
Because
you have a catchphrase to do.
My catchphrase was "you're missing the point."
Look, you know what? We can all divvy up. But with that, everyone, thank you all for joining us on our Battleground, very long Battleground predictions, along with Raw and SmackDown review. We here at Real Talk, we love doing this, of course. Like Malik always says at the end of the podcast, I'm gonna let him do his thing. But we love doing this. We love doing this. We really do. And yeah,
speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Malik.
Alrighty. Hey guys. Hey guys, this is Malik, and we love doing these episodes, you guys, man. So please help us out. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. We love doing Real Talk Wrestling Podcast. So help us out. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. What are you waiting for? You got the King of Pro South. You got the Brit with all the wit. You got the Vince Russo of booking. You got the Reaper of Real Talk. You got the young blood. If he's keeping that gimmick, and you got a broken booty. So give us a like, give us a share. We love doing these, you guys. Come on, help us out, and we'll see you on the next one.